Alright guys, this is probably a segment of where everyone's been watching, wants to watch the most, and wants looked up for, watch this video, and probably went to other websites, is how to breed them. And a lot of people say Kribensis are moderately hard to care for, so it's kind of out of the topic. It was a little bit before, but they're not. I mean, they're very hardy. It just depends where you get them from. Wild caught, of course, are going to be very unhardy and sensitive, but of course if you find captive bred ones in a few generations down the line, they won't be bad. And so caves and stuff to breed them, you can see here, this is a very bad example, but this is the only cave I have for them, because I can't really have them spawn, because even though they shimmy off and stuff, or when they wiggle back and forth and stuff, that means they do want to spawn. But the thing is, they can't, because it's a very old pair, I can tell you that, like what I said. So, yeah, see, like right there, that's shimmying. If you ever see a Kribensis do that, you know they're trying to spawn. But again, they kind of can't, because they're old, and there's no other, I can put rocks and stuff everywhere on here. Coconut shells are really good when you have coconut shells with one hole, or any pot, or clay pot that doesn't have additives or added to the clay. It's good to have an aquarium, and it has to have one way in, one way out kind of thing. And you can also do rubble piles and stuff. This is a great example. So I'll go up to my 5-gallon. You can see here I have a bunch of PVC, just a rock right there. I have a rock. This is where they mainly spawn, because it's a one way in, one way out scenario. And some more PVC, more stuff in the back. But this is more if you want to like make them breed and have them successfully raise their fry. You can see here the fryer all over, because of course there is no danger in here with the fish. But again, if you honestly want them to breed and stuff in your home aquarium and all that, and make it fun, you have to provide more than a couple of, what should I say, like caves and rock piles for them. So guys, getting a good dealer is important for them, because you get one from a big box store, it's not going to cut it, they're not going to be that good. They're not going to rise up fry, because these are artificially reared then. And the fry, of course, that don't know how to be raised up by parents won't be able to do it when they grow older, because their parents never taught them how to do, because they were artificially raised, which means they won't be able to. So try to get a good dealer, or like an online source, like a wild pair, which is kind of sad. We'll try your best to get like from a dealer, like from me, or from like someone like me that's raising their fry with the parents instead. Of course, I'll take the parents out once the fry get big, but they're not big enough yet. So, yeah. How to breed them is super simple, which is what they're all looking for. Oh, sorry, I kind of spooked them out with my head. So I kind of talk like Donald Trump. I mean, when I talk, I kind of move my hand and stuff and do that. Don't know why. But, yeah, how to breed them is very simple. And all you really need to do is, like I said, find some caves, like multiple cave spots all around. Actually, this is very important, you don't want this thick gravel like this, because they're also like geophagus that like grab it and they sift through them. So sand and very fine gravel, or very small pebbles and stuff, is good for them, and the fry won't get trapped in, because usually if there's fish in here, their reaction is to create a little circle and have the fry eat while they move throughout, and the parents guard them. So the fry gets stuck in the gravel, they end up dying. So I'm really happy these fry are free swimming right now and swimming in the column, because I don't want them getting stuck in there. And how to breed them is, again, like super simple. Just provide a bunch of cave spots. And this pair requires me to actually totally like aquascape, or like redo this entire tank before they'll be able to spawn again. Sorry, my camera cut out again, of course. And other times, Kribensis sometimes get into the mood to spawn. You know, of course, I have to like redo it, like the aquascape for the 5.5 and the 29. They kind of just spawn on a calendar, like every like month or two. When the pair was younger, they actually like did it on like a clockwork basically, which is really cool. And it doesn't actually take that much to spawn them. You just have to get them in the right mood, the right cave, and they just like pick out and do their business, and next thing you know, you have fry. It's very easy to raise them up, because they're very good parents. It depends, of course, what breed you get them, because I just talked about that. Of course, they grow into their eggs for 3 days at least. Depends on what temperature your tank is. And then they're wigglers, which sometimes they actually have them in their mouths. And then once they become free swimming, they take them out of the cave and take them out to the real world. And this is when, if you're strictly about getting 100% of the fry, not 100%, but most of the fry raised up, you need to take out most of the fish in the tank, ones that won't eat them. And great fish for this, if you want them to not be able to eat the fry and still have like activity in the tank, is dwarf pencilfish. Yes, they're great. They're smallmouths, and they're very great for with like having with dwarf cichlids. And after that, like when they're free swimming, they start to evolve a lot more, of course, and they become like one of these that like to explore and drive the parents crazy. And at some point, the parents get mad enough, like they're doing, the fry don't really follow them around and kind of independent like they are right now. They do require feeding, so I do kind of overfeed this tank a little bit and make sure some of the food falls on the ground. So when the fry comes at night, the fry come at nighttime and turn the lights off, the fry come down and they feed in the gravel, and their leftover food is what they eat, which is really cool. And that's what I do, how to raise them up. And feeding fry is really simple. For me, if you have Java moss or anything, like my best aquarium plant, if you watch that video, you know Java moss is the best for just about everything. That's great food for the fry because of the daphnia that live there. And you can also culture it, which you can also look up on YouTube, and I'll make a video for it soon. And the fry will just eat that, and once they get about 2 to 3 weeks, and you'd see that little guy is pooping, you can actually like give them crushed up flakes, that's what I do, and they will eat like the very little sediments, little pieces, and they'll actually feed on it, which is really cool, guys. And it's very simple to raise up these fry. No need for baby brine shrimp. You just need some flake food that's crushed up. And that's the breeding segment. I'll get into the species count, and what different types of species or what species I want next in my dream list. So see you guys next. So guys, to wrap up the end of this entire dug in care guide of Kribensis, I am going to show you guys some of the species I will want later on. The most common species, of course, is this pair right here, which is, I'm pretty sure, the giant Kribensis, which if you want me to say it, let me look at it, I don't know how to say it. It's well, I know the family name is Pt2. Okay, no, scratch that. Okay, guys, so sorry for this interruption I have. I was watching my video through before I process it, and actually the most popular dwarf cichlid is Pelvichromis pulcher, not giant Kribensis or Pelvichromis tatianus or whatever. But Pelvichromis pulcher is different than Pelvichromis tatianus. What I've looked and I've seen is the pulcher has, of course, the purple belly, and the tatianus have more like a blue belly, but they're both the exact same thing, basically the exact same thing. So just, I don't know, sometimes it doesn't sound as good as in your head. It sounds as good as your head, but it doesn't sound good in words. So I'm sorry about that, guys. Let's continue with the video. Okay, so next pair, another albino pair would be nice. These are albino, and these are also very similar to the Kribensis lokanji, which is another pair that looks actually just identical to these, except it does not have the red eye like these Kribensis have, which is really cool. So these aren't Kribensis lokanji, these are albino Kribensis, and they look really nice, and those have always been on my list in case if I ever get more. I have Tatianus malawi, of course I'll be showing pictures. That's my must-have pair. You know, there's purple bellies, there's also blue bellies, and I've always wanted a blue belly Kribensis cichlid to try something new. So that's probably the pair I'd probably get if these two die or something like that. I'll replace them with Tatianus malawi or lokanji. And then there is, I can't even pronounce these, Tatianus bayejdidi. I'll look up a picture for that and show you guys it. They're very nice. They're same thing as the Malawi. They're just blue belly and just the male and female a little bit darker. I mean lighter, a little bit lighter. And I've always want to try new colors and variations because these are so common for this type. So there is so many species of these, which is insane. A lot. So you guys can always pick out a pair if you want. Breed them, care for them, do your best. First of all, we got this, guys. This is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. my Kribensis slam on how to care and breed for them, and how amazing these fish truly are. And I just want to thank you guys for watching this whole video through and learning everything about them, so you guys can be confident like me, like to breed them and care for them. And thank you guys for watching, and see you later.